We're in the middle of Holy Week, the week between Palm Sunday and Easter, a week when the Christian church invites followers of Jesus to reflect on the events leading up to his death and resurrection. And here I am, standing in the middle of what was once a bustling financial district here in downtown Hamilton. The building behind me is a beautiful piece of local history. Built in 1908, its Corinthian columns in the front were intentionally designed to look like a Greek temple, a temple dedicated to commerce. Nowadays, we don't associate lavish financial buildings with money the way we used to. We have all kinds of daily reminders of the importance of money in our lives. Debit cards, credit cards, financial apps, and even occasionally cash in our pocket or purse. Maybe that's why Jesus said so much about money. He obviously had an opinion about it. He taught about it, he answered questions about it, he used money and finance as illustrations in his parables. Right smack dab in the middle of Holy Week, when his mind was almost certainly consumed by the cross, Jesus set aside time to talk with his disciples about money. As they were sitting in the temple courtyard, they could look across to the temple and see people making their donations. It might be better to say that they could actually hear people making their donations. Archaeologists believe that there were large bronze funnels that people threw their coins into so that they could fall into wooden boxes for safekeeping before they were put into the temple treasury. Imagine the sound of each clink and clank of a coin falling into those funnels. Jesus watched as the rich gave large and impressive donations, but the Gospels tell us that he also observed a poor widow who gave just 2 very small copper coins. And after that, he spoke to his disciples and he said to them, "This woman has given more than everyone else. For the others, they've given out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, gave everything she had to live on." I love how John Calvin described the woman in this passage. He said this, "Forgetting herself, she wished to testify that her and everything she owned belonged to God." You know, the prosperous, they were testifying to their own wealth and importance. The gifts that they were giving weren't actually having a significant impact on their lives. I think what Jesus is telling us is that so often we give out of our excess. We give out of our leftovers and out of our extras. Our idea of generosity sometimes doesn't include the sacrifice and the self-denial that's a part of true worship. You know, if I'm honest with you, there are days when my mind is consumed by money. How much am I going to make? When are those bills coming due? How long till I can afford that thing that I've been thinking about? How long till I can afford all of those things that I've been thinking about? How am I going to pay for braces and college and car repairs and that vacation that I promised the kids? How much money am I going to have to live on when I retire? You know, over the years, I've been learning to become more generous, but even still, when I give, it often doesn't require that much sacrifice. Andy Stanley has said that if Jesus isn't first in your finances, then Jesus isn't first. In this season, as we reflect on the lordship of Jesus, and as we reflect on his incredible generosity to us, may we also reflect on our own generosity. It's more than a budgeting exercise. You know, the way that we give is a testimony to God, to others, and to ourselves that I and everything I own belongs to God. You know, if you have a minute right now or maybe later today, I want you to find something that you can use as a symbol of the role that money plays in our lives. It could be a coin, a $20 bill, a blank check, maybe a credit card. I want you to hold on to that, either on your own or with your household, and take some time to pray that the Holy Spirit would direct you in how you give. That the Holy Spirit would lead you to use money in a way that honors God and reflects his generosity. Then take that item and put it somewhere in your house or in your car or at work where you're going to see it often. And every time you walk past it, use it as a way to prompt you to pray that prayer again. Today and always, may you live generously, reflecting the very character of Jesus Christ, who gave generously for us.